me with Chubby Girl in the World. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are new, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We're gonna talk about Jason Wu and the Eloquii, Jason Wu by Eloquii collection for spring. If you saw my video about the Jason Wu Eloquii collection for their holiday collection, you might be in for some similar rants. There's going to so I do have a video about the Jason Wu Eloquii holiday collection. I will link it up here in the cards. There's 26 pieces in this collection, and it is interesting. There are some really good pieces. I think there's some really good crown jewels of this collection and things that I would like to pick up. And there's some other things that I have questions. So if that seems interesting to you, stick around and let's get into it. Okay, so to start off with, these are two pieces. There's a kind of yellowish buttercup dress, and then there is a belted blazer. So part of the 26 pieces is that some of these pieces do come in multiple colors, so you'll see kind of the same thing, but I wanted to show you the different colors that they did have available. This Eloquii pleated detail midi dress, I think that is really pretty. I actually don't mind this yellow sort of buttercup color. I think it's very springtime. I think it would look amazing on somebody with like a really tan or deep skin tone. You could definitely wear it if you are a light skin tone, but you might want to, you know, if you have like a yellow undertone to your skin, it might wash you out. So you just want to be careful of that. This Jason Eloquii belted blazer, I think the color, this like really beautiful sort of, it's almost like a verdant, almost like a cool tone green, like this sort of Kelly green, but a little bit darker. I really love this color, but belted blazers I think are just a little, I don't know how I feel about a belted blazer, because for someone like me and my shape, it wouldn't really work out, because I really need structure and not necessarily a wrap or a belt to create that structure. Also, I have the same sentiment for this dress. This is the sleeveless trench dress, and I love the sort of waterfall detail in the front, but I don't understand the belting. It seems like the belting is getting in the way of the waterfall front, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I would not wear the belt with this one. I don't know if this was just like a stylized decision by the photographer. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look right. I would transition very easily into fall and winter if you were to say put a white or black turtleneck underneath, or I feel like it's a really simple silhouette. It's a skater dress basically, and it's $129, and the print it's pretty, but I feel like this print belongs like on an Anthropologie mug and not necessarily on a dress, like wrap dress. It's a pretty pattern. I think notch collar wrap dresses you can find at Old Navy. I feel like you can find them on simplybee.com. I feel like you can find them a lot of different places, and you don't necessarily need to spend, at a $90 price point for a dress like that. You go to any Macy's, you're gonna find something like this or something very similar. The other piece that is shown in this picture is the Jason Wu one shoulder puff sleeve blouse, and I feel like, so puff sleeves are a trend that is unfortunately in style now. I don't like it. I don't like puff sleeves. I feel that and this is also pinstriped and asymmetrical, and I feel like you need to pick one of those three things. Either be pinstriped, be a puff sleeve, or be asymmetrical. Like trousers, I have heard that Eloquii pants and trousers are very good quality and hold up to a lot of wear and tear. I have not purchased any of them myself, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I have seen a lot of the reviews. I have seen a lot of reviews that say, yes, these are really good quality pants, and that, they're great for work and travel and stuff like that. This Eloquii chiffon detail tee, I don't understand a $47 price point for a t-shirt made out of chiffon. Chiffon's not an expensive material. Why? Eloquii poplin ruffle sheath dress, I actually really do like because it has some built-in structure, and I think it has a universally flattering sort of asymmetrical hemline. And I love the way that the shoulders are positioned where it's kind of opening up the décolletage and able to really be flattering for a lot of different sorts of people. So if you're someone who has a, you know, really large bust, that might, you know, it still would probably be okay because it's not really low cut, but it is kind of it's almost a boat neck, but not quite a boat neck. And we need to talk about this next one. This is the Jason Wu Eloquii pinstripe culotte trouser. No, we're not doing culottes. Making culottes for straight size people, for plus size people, please just stop. Culottes are from the devil. Right. Asymmetric drape pencil skirt, I actually do like this because this is a true skirt where it has a little bit of a waterfall edge in the front, and for me, I don't like pencil skirts because I feel like they accentuate things I don't want to accentuate. I'm still tend to accentuate my belly, and I don't really like that about them. So something that kind of broke up that part of myself that I don't really love to bring attention to me, that is a good price point for a skirt. The draped front dress here, I've talked a little bit about prints like this before. So this is very 70s, 60s, like hippie child inspired. And I get it, you're trying to create a spring collection and you're trying to take inspiration and like florals, but you want to make it a little bit different. But this dress looks like it's made from flour bags. So if you, in the 1930s, during the Depression, flour companies were trying to figure out a way to help families and to keep them buying their flour. So what they would do is they would put the flour in these kind of like fabric bags that you could then wash and use to make clothing with. And these were the kind of prints they would use. And it's not, again, the sweetheart neckline sheath dress. And it's this really beautiful kind of cool toned color blocked dress that has a sweetheart neckline, and the top is like this really beautiful light blue, as you can see, and the green waist and the dark skirt. So the reason I love this so much is because you usually only see color blocking with like reds and blues, or black, white, and like red, or some other like kind of color combination. So there's a train going by. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. Like, we live next to train tracks, and so I'm sorry if you can hear that. I really do like this sweetheart neckline skirt. It's very streamlined. It is minimal. It is... The train wants to say hello to you guys. So it is very... It's something that... It looks like something that has been thought about and designed specifically... Oh my god. An hourglass shape. It's designed to accentuate the parts of yourself that you would want to. And for me, that bottom half of myself, I would want to wear a darker color to kind of maybe minimize the lower parts of the things that I'm not comfortable really kind of showing off. So for someone like me, this is kind of the perfect dress. So if you feel that way, and I'm not saying that you should feel that way, or that you know, that's the correct way to feel, because it's not. It's just how I happen to feel about my body. I just like the upper half of me more than I like the lower half most of the time, the way it looks in clothes. So I just think that this is a fantastic garment that's been put together very well. The Eloquii printed ruffle wrap dress, I feel the exact same way. I feel like it is a I feel the exact same way I did about the dress before the sweetheart neckline one. The printed ruffle wrap dress looks like it just looks like a 1970s grandma dress, and I don't like it. And the thing is, it's cut like one too, so I could forgive the print of the ruffle dress if it was cut in a way that didn't make you look like you were going to, I don't know, like something that didn't make you look like you were going to a grandma convention. And there's nothing wrong with being a grandma, like, just so you know. But the thing is that I don't necessarily want to dress the way my grandmother would dress. Like, I'm sure that when I'm, like, as I grow older, the things that I like will be considered grandma dresses, and, you know, that'll be fine. But for right now, no, I don't want this. Can I just say that someone needs to check on Jason Wu? There's a lot of black in this collection, and there's a lot of, like, House on the Prairie prints. Is Jason Wu okay? Like, can someone please go check on him? Like, what happened? Like, did he like get into a depression and then like binge watch House on the Prairie? Like, what happened here? Why were there black dresses in a spring collection? Also, you can get this notch collar dress. It's the same one from before. Again, you can get this anywhere. There is absolutely no reason to pay $90 for this. This draped puff sleeve blouse. Again, if you're going to be a puff sleeve blouse, okay, so it actually makes sense for this blouse to be a puff sleeve blouse because it's trying to go for that really like kind of House on the Prairie look. Like that, it's intentional. It has to be intentional. But to me, it's like, if you're gonna go for that look, then do it all the way. Do all the pin tucks, do the lace like things, do it up. Like, don't just do it halfway. If that's the aesthetic you're going for, then do it. So what I would have really liked to see was, instead of this print, if this would have been a white blouse with the puff sleeves and then the embellishment on the puff, like lace or appliques or anything like that, like that would have been fire, because that would have been editorial. It would have been a nod to that historical kind of it would have been a nod to sort of like the Gibson girl or the Edwardian women of, you know, England, and those puff sleeves. And then you could have done you know, very long inspired skirts, but in bright colors for spring. So that could have been a really cool look, where it's not about, you know, being sexy, but it's about being sort of like kind of fancy free. And the reason that those skirts were invented was so that women could ride bicycles. And I think that would have been an amazing sort of shift, and it would have been a nod to historical fashion. Again, we've got a black dress with draping in front, and we've got a black asymmetrical draped pencil skirt. I think I prefer the pinstripe skirt to the black one. It just, to me, feels more put together. And everybody's got like a black skirt or a black dress, or, you know, like, nobody really needs those. Again, like I said, they have different colors for the pinstripe belted blazers and the chiffon detail shirts. I think I like the pinstripe blazer more than I like the green one, just because I really do love pinstripes. I think that they add a level of just sort of sophistication, and like, you look more pulled together just immediately. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. This white asymmetrical dress. Why are there black and white things in this collection for spring? Like, it makes no sense. Nobody needs this. I'll tell you what nobody needs. Nobody needs this pleated midi dress for $150. It looks like they took like 2/3 of a dress from the 50s and then hacked it off and then attached an ugly 70s pattern skirt to it. It it looks like you just had leftover fabric scraps, and like you ran out of one kind of fabric, and then you had like fabric scraps on the sewing room floor, and you're like, just stick it on there. Like, there's another chiffon white detail dress, and again with the funeral dresses, like, this is a Jason Wu Eloquii pleated lace dress, and I am now convinced that Jason Wu is depressed. Jason Wu is depressed, and for some reason is creating black dresses for spring. Origami sheath dress. This is actually very nice. I like this dress. I like the kind of waterfall detail in front. I like the origami sort of darting, the pleating, and I really do like that there's very large sort of shoulder straps, and it looks like there is some epaulette details on the shoulder. So I think that looks really put together. I think that could very easily transition into fall and winter. Again, with just like a white or black turtleneck, and I think that could be a really cool staple in your collection. I don't understand why this halter maxi dress has been sold out. Again, this is like a print that like I would put on a piece of wall art or on a mug, but I wouldn't wear this because it looks like you rolled a bunch of potpourri in it looks like you rolled a bunch of potpourri in fabric and just like, I don't know, like twisted it into a dress, like 5 feet. It could just be my 5 feet tall person jealousy coming out because I can't wear maxi dresses. I don't understand why this is sold out. I don't think the print is, I don't think the print is pretty. Those were all the pieces of the Jason Wu by Eloquii collection, or Eloquii by Jason Wu collection. I think that there were some really beautiful pieces in here. I think that there were some really good standouts. And then there were some things that I really didn't understand why they were in there. But you know what? Everybody's different, and maybe if you are the kind of person who you love wearing black, you love wearing just like monotone colors, or you really love those botanical tropical prints that are like very intricate, if you love wearing those, then please do not let my opinion, my ridiculous person on the internet opinion, stop you. You should wear what you want, what makes you feel amazing, and tell anyone else who tells you otherwise that I said, and you can tell me that too. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're feeling very generous, maybe tweet it out or share it with your friends. You can follow me on social media at any of these, and I love talking to you guys. So please continue the conversation. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and let me know what things you would like my opinion on, and whether or not you agree with me or disagree. I would like to know. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.